Have you ever just felt stuck? Like you know you're supposed to be doing something and you just don't know where to start? Today, I'm going to talk about what to do when you don't know what to do. And we're going to bring in the Mermaid Empowerments and we're going to get some ideas of how to move forward when you feel stuck. I'm Meagan and I am the creator of the Mermaid Empowerment Oracle deck and the forthcoming book, Mermaid Mystery School. So today we're going to talk about what to do when you don't know what to do. I'm going to give you some simple steps and some ideas of contemplation for when you either feel like you have so many ideas and you don't know where to start, or you just don't feel good, or you're in a space of lack or scarcity and you've got to make a solution happen, but like, where do you even start? So let's go through it step by step, and we'll bring in the Mermaid Empowerments to give us some guidance of where to go when we don't know where to go. So the first thing that you always want to do is feel good first. That is the core of everything. If you are dysregulated, nothing you do will yield the results that you want. So for example, if you're in a place of lack or scarcity and you're like, oh my God, I need to pay this bill, I need to pay my rent, I need to do whatever it is, and you feel awful, what are you going to do? You're just going to be like some like chicken with its head cut off. So you've got to figure out, okay, what is self-care for me in this moment? My self-care is the secret to everything. Focus on feeling good. So that could mean all sorts of things. It could mean that you pause and you take a break. It could mean that you take a nap. It could mean that you write or you listen to music, whatever it is, you've got to focus on feeling good. So for example, if you had 24 hours in a day and it took you 22 hours to feel good, and then you had 2 hours left for output, those 2 hours from a space of feeling good would be so much more beneficial than you running on empty, pouring from an empty cup, not knowing what to do, feeling dysregulated, feeling all over the place, feeling scattered, and then trying to make things happen. Because it's a very different energy, and the vibration that you put into something will yield the vibration that you get back. That's just a law of the universe. So you can say all the great things that you want, you can do all of the tasks, but do you want to be doing it from the 10 of Wands space where, oh my God, I have all these heavy burdens on my back and I'm not even going to look out and see the beauty around me? Or are you going to do it from the 9 of Pentacles place of, this is my garden. Look at my beautiful, abundant garden. Look at the amazing things that I've created. Look at all the miracles that Spirit has brought forth. Of course, there will be more miracles. So you focus on feeling good first. In mermaid consciousness, there are 2 pathways. Just like the mermaid is part human and part fish, it is the mind and the intuition. It is the thought work and the nervous system regulation. It's the masculine and the feminine. These are the 2 pathways from polarity into wholeness, into feeling good. So for thought work, we have to create a paradise of mind with every thought that we think. And through our nervous system regulation, we have to relax our mind and enjoy this present moment. Then when we are in that space of feeling good, we prepare ourselves and then we ask, what is my next step? If you have 100 million things to do, you write them all down, you feel good, and then you pick, or you say, okay, what is the first, the easiest, the most natural next step? If you don't know, you can ask. You can ask your heart, you can ask your spirit guides, you can ask your higher self, you can ask the divinity around us, whatever you want to call it, as for support. In mermaid consciousness, your self-care is the secret to everything. You've got to learn how to hold yourself on this awakening journey, how to honor yourself, how to nourish yourself, how to nurture yourself to become your best friend, your biggest fan, and your head cheerleader. Self-care is going to make sure that you're nourished, that you're operating at optimal levels. And from that space of optimal performance, then you take action. The next thing that you want to consider is finishing what is unfinished. I'm a manifest generator, so I operate like 50 bazillion miles an hour. I'm getting ideas after ideas, downloads after downloads. But if we're trying to start new things and we're not completing other things, already your energy is scattered. So when you don't know what to do, look at what's on your list and figure out, okay, what is unfinished? And then start with the easiest thing and then move forward from there. Or if you're like, I got a lot of energy, let's just handle this hard task and then get the easier ones, do that. You're going to know what method feels better for you. I like the easiest first, to be honest, but we just have to figure out what is unfinished. Do you want scattered energy of a little bit of energy in every project? Or do you want to create completion and move from one thing to the next thing to the next thing? You can have multiple things going, but focus on one thing at a time and finish it. It's also going to help you to heal any karma. For example, being your word. If you've said that you're going to complete something, but then you have this fear or worry about the future, and so you're trying to figure out how to handle something in the future, and you're letting this other project or thing go unfinished, you're creating more karma for yourself, more blockages. So be your word, complete the thing, and trust that when you 100% commit to completion of one project, it will make the space and the opportunity for new projects. Another thing that you want to do is you want to cleanse and clear your space. You can't operate from clarity if your space is a mess. So when was the last time you cleaned? No judgment, but look at your home, look at your car, look at your closets. Go through and clear out what you don't need. The old clothes, the old papers, the old photos and screenshots in your phone. That's going to help to clear the space. And a clear space is a space of productivity. It's a space of completion, and it's a space of joy and bliss, because you're going to feel relaxed in that space. And that's where your creativity can flourish. I have Sun and Mars in the 6th house. So I am like a Leo that operates in a Virgo world. Virgo rules the 6th house, if you weren't aware. And so I am such a fan of lists. If you put it on a list, somehow, some way, it will get done. It may not get done today, but you know that it's there and you can take it out of your mind, which then frees up space for clarity and creativity. So put everything on the list that you've got to do. If you like to organize it by topic, organize it by like work or personal or family or relationship. You can use your notes app. You can write it the old-fashioned way with pen and paper. You can use an Excel spreadsheet and color code it depending on how crazy you want to get with it. But when you put it out there, you are committing to the universe supporting you in completing that task. Another thing that you can do is ask for a sign. Say that you don't know what to do in a difficult situation. Ask for a sign. You could ask for a sign that you're on the right track. You can ask for a sign of where to move forward. You can choose 2 options and say, if I see a white feather, then it means option A is the way to go. And if I see 888, that means that option B is the way to go. So you can get super specific, or you can just be in general and just say, ask for a sign. Like, I need help. Please send me signs, please. But the one thing that you want to be mindful of with signs, and I'm still learning this in magical language, sometimes we ask for a sign and then the sign doesn't stop. For example, I had a friend that asked for a sunflower and she got her sunflower, and then she got her sunflower again and again. And pretty soon, like, her feed was sunflowers, and she was driving down the road and sunflowers were everywhere, and she was terrorized by sunflowers. So don't make the mistake of getting terrorized by your sign. After you ask for the sign and you get it, you can shift to a different sign, or you can just say, like, I'm complete with that sign. No more. I pass. Thank you. You also want to listen to your body. What is your body saying? So if your body is not feeling good and you're trying to make something happen or find a solution, good luck. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to know, and you're not going to be able to trust that that's the right option, because your body is your barometer. It's your thermometer. It's going to tell you yes, no, all the things. So you've got to learn how to develop a relationship with your body where you can hear and follow through on the signs of your body and get your body to trust you. You can use your body like a pendulum even, and your yes can be forward and your no can be backwards. I believe this is, I can't remember the name. I think it's like kinetics or something like that. You can ask a question question and say, like, should I focus on option A? And if your body naturally goes forward, then that's a yes. And if it goes backwards, it's a no. If you don't know what to do, side note, you could also make a video about teaching people what to do when they don't know what to do. I kind of did that. Maybe that will help. Next, you want to be of service. When you're in a space of confusion, the best way to get back into clarity is to be of service to somebody else. So that could be helping your family. It could be donating or volunteering. It could be complimenting somebody or liking a Facebook post or an Instagram post and spreading the love. But whatever you can do to be of service. And if you don't know, say, hey, universe, show me how to be of service. I'm open and ready to be of service. That's going to get you out of your head and into your heart. And then that's where those $1 million ideas are going to come through. I also recommend the pause method. Now, the pause method can go one of two ways. You can pause and meditate if you really like to quiet your mind and be in this space. But if you have a mind that's more active and you're like, I could sit there and all I'm going to think about is what's for dinner and what it sounds like outside and the car that's driving by and what my cat just did in the corner and like whatever it is, then maybe contemplate is a better method for you. And contemplation is when you sit with one thing, whether it's a word or an idea or a concept, and you sit with it and you sit with it and you let this epiphany come through. So maybe the contemplation is not so much what to do, but how to get yourself to feel good or how to get yourself into a place of receptivity so you can receive your next creative idea, or what the creative block is so that you can overcome it. Contemplation and meditation are basically two sides of the same coin. It's going to help you to reach a place of peace. It's going to help you to find that next step. And the pause is really to recalibrate your monkey mind so that way you can hear and you can receive those messages. Any somatic practice that gets you into your body will always support you in figuring out what to do next. So tapping is a really great thing. EFT, dancing is a great option, moving your body, but anything you can do to get out of your head and into your body is going to support you in getting into the space of your heart. Because basically what is happening when you don't know what to do is you are putting your mind, which is a tool, in charge when it's your heart that's in charge. When your heart is in charge, then your heart will lead the way and your mind can then download the blueprint and the map of how to get there. But if you're trying to use your mind to get to the space of the heart, you're going to feel lost. That's just how it is. Your mind was not meant to be the leader. Your mind was meant to be the facilitator. Next, I recommend imagination. And we're going to talk more about that in just a moment. But imagination in Mermaid Empowerments is my imagination is my superpower. So imagine how you want to feel. Think about your end result. What would it feel like if you were already living your dream life, or you had that career you wanted, or you were fully 100% in your mission and you were getting paid for it, like really good money. You know what I mean? And that's okay to want that, because if that's a part of your mission, it's because you need to be abundant so that you can help a bunch of people. And so a bunch of people can see you and then they can be activated and then they can be in their mission and we can all rise together. Think about it. Money is not bad. Prosperity is not bad. If there are people in power that have all the money, then they're making all the choices. So if you have the money, you're going to be in the game and you get to make choices and you get to give that money to people and causes that you care about. So let go of the idea that prosperity and money and wealth is wrong. You're going to have to let that go if you want to be successful in your mission. So going back to imagination, imagine what you want to feel or what you want to be. Like, what is your end goal? What is your end result? And in that imagination process, then you ask spirit, divinity, whatever you want to call it, like, how do I get there? What is the next step? Gratitude and generosity are always going to support you. One, they're going to raise your vibration. If you're in a space of lack or scarcity and you're really dysregulated, this is what to do first. Okay. I'm feeling really stressed out right now. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. So I'm going to focus on what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for in this moment? I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have gas in my car. I'm grateful that my bills are paid. I'm grateful that I have food in the fridge. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for coffee. I'm grateful for my kitty. I'm grateful for funny reels on Instagram. I'm grateful for my pretty purple pen. Focus on gratitude. Gratitude is going to raise your vibration. You need to raise your vibration first before you take action. And then generosity will also do the same thing. It's very much like being of service, where you get out of your head and you start the flow of abundance back. And sometimes we can give money, sometimes we can't. So we can give our time, our energy, our support, our attention. Be generous with what you give out. Whatever you give out in Mermaid Consciousness, generosity is whatever I want, I give away. So whatever you're searching for in this moment, figure out how to start giving it, and the universe will bring it back to you. That's a law of the universe as well. So I have a couple mermaid empowerments here, and we can kind of just go over a little bit more in detail. Maybe I already mentioned them, so we won't go too much in detail for some of them, but just to give you some more tips and tricks, because we can always use as much as possible. Imagination is my superpower. When you don't know what to do, imagine the best possible outcome and then work your way back. Ask spirit to figure out what you can do to get to that space, one step at a time. Patience is I love myself through the becoming. So oftentimes when we don't know what to do, it's because we are associating our value or our worth on whatever that action is. So for example, if you're a creator or an entrepreneur and you have to make an offering or a newsletter, then there's all this resistance of like, well, I need people to purchase this, or I need people to do this. And like, what if it's not good enough? Or what if it's not perfect enough? And all of that is just going back to how we feel about ourselves. If we feel good about ourselves and if we're in a high vibration, it doesn't matter what words we're saying, because the vibration underneath is what's going to magnetize the right people or situation. So you could do option A, B, C, D, or X, Y, and Z. And no matter what, if you're in the right vibration, it will work. But patience is also saying that you love yourself through the becoming. So love yourself now, the version of you that feels uncertain, the version of you that doesn't know what to do, the version of you that feels stuck, the version of you that's stuck in scarcity or survival, the version of you that have made mistakes that have put you in this situation of stuckness, whatever it is. Be patient. Love yourself through the becoming. And again, if you don't know what to do nothing, feel good first, and then take action from feeling good. The Mermaid Empowerment for Joyful is my joy heals the whole world. Your vibration is the healing. It's your vibration. It's your energy. The output is secondary to your vibration. In addition to being patient with yourself and imagining the best possible outcome, do what it takes to step into this place of joy. Do the things that bring you joy. When we don't know what to do, sometimes we feel guilty and think like, oh, I shouldn't rest, or I shouldn't focus on self-care. I should do something because I need to solve this. But it's the mind that's saying, I need to solve this. The heart is saying, I need to feel joyful. And my joy will automatically bring the correct next step. When we're in a space of joy, we can work smarter, not harder. And we're letting go of the idea that we have to do a bunch of things in order to yield a good result. Instead, we can feel joyful and magnetize beautiful things to us. Relax. I relax my mind and enjoy this moment. Relaxing, it can actually be literal rest, but relaxation is just that pause, going back to the pause and being like, okay, I relax my mind. I pause. I enjoy this moment where all the power is, where all of the amazing, creative, visionary ideas are. I allow myself to be joyful. And as I relax, all that dysregulation comes into a space of beingness and presence. And then, lo and behold, you get that still small voice that will say, do this, call this person, send this email, put this offering up, and go from there. Lastly, we have bliss. I embody the bliss of my soul's true purpose. So bliss is being in your natural mission and your natural flow. It's not necessarily being happy all the time. Of course, we're human. We're going to have the full spectrum of our human emotions. But bliss is that peace of knowing that you're in the right space. So if you don't know where you're supposed to be, you can book a session for Mermaid Mentoring, and we can start to decode what your mission is and help you to understand where you're going and what's happening. I'm already getting ideas, right? As I talk about bliss and helping other people through their bliss. So for example, if you don't know what your bliss is, think about if you could boil down what you want to accomplish into like one sentence or one intention, what would it be? Because the intention and the essence is going to help you figure out what to do. You've got to get the intention, then the doing will take care of itself. So for example, my mission is to help women to reclaim their radiance and take back their sparkle. So that means everything I do, I've got to ask myself, is this helping women reclaim their radiance and calling in and reclaiming their sparkle? Is it or is it not? And so then I can figure out, okay, so based on that, what do I need to do? So sometimes it's going to feel out of order. We've got to clean up our house and we've got to rest and we've got to do all these other things to make the space. for bliss to exist, but we can also have bliss in that. I hope that helps. Those are a few tips and tricks of what to do when you don't know what to do. And if you want to dive deeper, you can sign up for Mermaid Mentoring. You can book a personal session, a reading, all sorts of things at meaganmermaid.com. And I love you so much. Until next time, have a wonderful day. And remember, you'll figure it out. Feel good first.